All right, good evening and welcome to Inside Kotoko here on YouTube with Seobed. Well, Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no etu kwan ekopiemu ewo Obuase Eko boy against ASHGOLD from Bekwai Heroes to ASHGOLD. Game ni ended 0-0. Na obi a monitor Seobed network bi anu bo say game no you streaming on live. Our Seobed network. About the breakdown here, Bremo. Our inside Kotoko. What really happened? Are there positives? What is the way forward? Are there big questions around Kotoko? Say ombit me uremu you kind of saying the Ghana Premier League. And then I watch Pepe na Kotoko about match they won against Chelsea because the game is on Saturday. And net 2 weeks pepe na Asante Kotoko. And a club a fan kwara. And a edisha so say na watch mienu Asante Kotoko ne kwara and a ebebo. Inti yadi nyina honsem e de ebebremo. Na yebisi won say based on what we watched today and judging the preseason, because this was the last match Asante Kotoko, not only preseason nyina be season proper no. Is the team ready? There's a many more. Any other brother. The name is Over the Champion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right. Inti Asante Kotoko against ASHGOLD. Lineup. Mohamed Kamara and da post num. Now when you're right back, Musa Hamzata on about right back. Left back was Patrick Esiedu. Deep defense center back. Ne Henry Ansu. One in India Samba O'Neil. That was the back four. Yede Mahamunra, Sape Pepe, and the course. Well, in the middle was Hilaria Double. Now when you branch Fed Emmanuel entry. Now when you could set as three in the middle with a front three of Philip Amo, Albert Amoa, and Morphine Donzu Wemo, and at the front three of Asante Kotoko. Well, game ne koso coach be change. Ama Aziz Aruna Dari ababe dem. Mohamed Kamara ko bench. Later, Yemehu Zakaria Fuseni Munina Somomba. Now, when you're Brantia, your friend Francis Aqua Bebem, Samuel Tino Dubebem, Hubert Jau Bebem, Walid Fuseni name Abebem, Johnson Opon Ebebem, Kwame Poku Ebebem, Inusa Adams, also Ebebem. So, and then as a coach, changes power. Woma almost every player in a taste of the game. Maka Aziz Obeyi Kamara, Maka Francis Aqua, Maka Chose Tine Dubai, Hubert Jeubai. And in the next year game, na midfield trainer, Walid Neymar, Hubert Jau, and Samuel Tine do midfield three. As compared to Kwejoset, any Adabo, any Emmanuel Entry started front trainer by Kwame Poku, Inusa Adams, na Johnson upon the Albert Amoa. Philip Amone Morphine Donzu Yinako bench. So from the first impression, coach Karim Zito, a lot of players an opportunity. My boys, every boy. Clearly, the mentality of the head coach in this particular game was not for 3 points. It was a mentality and a coach di uremu send ye be ya game no obet me attested the strength of his players. A dear coach made me attest what he's training the players if indeed they are doing it on the field. And the results matter in preseason matches. But clearly, and then sorry for that. And then I be a dear dancer said, Coach Karim Zito, now Opeso Shemranti. Now, in judging this, the first thing we ask ourselves, the 4-3-3 system of Coach Karim Zito, is it taking shape? Sorry, Asante Kotoko players here, boy. It looks like Kotoko against Haas, Kotoko against Kaiser Chiefs, Kotoko against Gold Stars, Kotoko against Haas, Wagaka top 4, Kotoko against Gold Stars, BM, the champion of champion. Any normal almost start here, no? As a BB, running through the possible 11 of Coach Karim Zito. So in identifying his possible 11, it is looking like we are almost there. Kotoko ball preseason game against ASHGOLD in there. Kamara started Gold Stars game and not started. Shaibu Abubakar started against Gold Stars. we pray inti Hamzat and a buy and Ram de Mamsa Shaib ain't me bo game no inti Hamzat and a boy. Patrick Essiedu go stars or starting and a later Francis Akaba and a sign the course, meaning it's looking likely that coach Karim Zito for Patrick Essiedu as his first player on the left. Samba Henry Ansu Omwan a boy and a boy a double. Obo Kwejoset Emmanuel Enchi ene omwa sa start omo sa match nti it is looking like ni team na no a front three of Philip Amo Donzu ene Albert Amo omwa sa start omo ne nti first thing is that out of the preseason eya ade ba ko an we expected from any manager na say yabo preseason na ye be wie ne ese coach ni timi hu ne starting 11 and from matches na Kotoko no you are having a feeling that the starting 11 of Asante Kotoko say Coach Karim Zito knows them. But what even come and I say, Kamara mo, there's no need for me to run through. And at Yama Hamzata, able right back near say, Lord Amwa, and this Shaibu Abubakar during the preseason number no and then Abokwama Hamzata, and yes, Sadia, and yes, as a Coach Karim Zito now have an idea of his first 11. Now the second point. After having an idea of your first 11, how comfortable is the first 11? Is the first 11 compact and solid like a unit? Or still these are players who are trying to know themselves? And now that is the question, baby sir. Now, still on the second point. Kamara an old player. Essiedu an old player. Ansuni Essiedu crab or Chelsea that answer number ball Kotoko. Now when you brand here find a Samba or an old player into the possible 11, and your Lord Amu awe pra nanka Shaibu Baba any deputy. And it looks like backline Hamzata and Ababishim because of injury. Not so much changes. So you expect understanding from these boys. Matches now Kotoko understanding to me the defensive understanding of the Kotoko setup akakakra because sometimes basic errors being basic movement they struggle to do and they make catch them. Sometimes and then boy I say ASHGOLD for it me say now still defenders you are I say it's not compact the way I want it. Send you me person defense near compact and yes mammy. Though the last two matches will make you put clean sheet compared to the Gaka top 4 there. But still now, the opponent is creating chances against Kotoko. And there was one chance here, and Nampo no pay any experienced team this abo on the show. So not so much changes in terms of personnel work, but the defense is not looking compact the way I want it. Now the midfield. Midfield necessary because last season, yebe we na Brazil to buy no. Na yaya in team menu and Samba. Edu baby na yaya ko bench ama Emmanuel Entwiaba. Now Samba back to defense. Inti menu pra. Into the middle three say double new player. Kwajo set new player. Any Emmanuel Entwi old player. And I can confidently tell you say me sha Asante Kotoko ball. Na me she mfimfini na adwuma da so was Asante Kotoko mfimfini no. Every midfield three. Ye hwe e wo ye wiase mu sese no. Sa woko Arsenal na ye ka Zubimendi, Declan Rice, near the Odegaard aka ho a. Ye hwe ne say one. Esa midfield ni ma defense ni protection. Na sa midfield ni through the central zone, ye ka central zone na mfimfini wono. Esa so mutimi create chances e de ma animo for no. When I watched the Kotoko midfield back then, Madrid, ni about Casemiro, ni about Toni Kroos, ni about Luka Modric. Back then, Barcelona, ni about Sergio Busquets, ni about Iniesta, ni about Xavi. And then even Chelsea, ni about Caicedo, ni about Enzo Fernandez, ni about Cole Palmer. Back then, Manchester City, ni about Fernandinho, ni about David Silva, ni about Kevin De Bruyne. Fernandinho threw David Silva threw and Bernardo Silva / Ike Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri. Adia every time you become midfield trainer, you say, "Baku be defend you, be protected." He's a ball winner, he's a tackler. He wins back the ball for the team. Interceptions, no blocking the Juma. Baku a hybrid or boy defense, ka crab attack, and one should be ultra attacking. out through the middle channels on the setting the tempo on the creative chances no ama attackers no enya enough supplies for them to punish the opponent. Asante Kotoko team na amehwe no any fin na amehwe no. Though these are pre-season matches, but I feel that there is limited creativity in that Asante Kotoko midfield. And WALID NEYMAR, I'll talk about him later. But WALID is so by no, final ball delivery. Say nipa no odina eye wa tipo no ofimfia wo botu anymore for no. And when you talk about final ball delivery, and you expect to say straight. Some can go diagonal to create chance. But as I say, your bottle baby who play an okofa ball or massive advantage. Easily na juma kakra can you say Obama a solid cutback and now we take on a bit shooting. When you watch the Kotoko midfield, and we are being honest with ourselves, from Kotoko against us, Kotoko against Kaiser Chiefs, Kotoko in the top 4, Kotoko against Gold Stars, and the Kotoko now against ASHGOLD, the number of chances are genuine ones. The Jumanaka strike and say, one touch at the atuatem. And Jumanaka forward now say, a control and shoot. No, you don't get that from the Kotoko players. Either they are creating, but the forwards are not moving to the right position for them to pass the ball to them. Also, ball, but best can park in the sono. Now, who players are so passable on the moment, baby, into who pass ya to baby or modano and create chance. And now, say, yeah, midfielders, snap, strikers, name forwards, nimpo movie, woman me woman on my pass ya momo. And in analyzing the situation, my shows of Kotoko problems in Nebi. There are most of the times I could commit for magic ball no more corner. Obonsa abetamwa no ni anymore no actually. Fe no ba. Bonsa Philip amwa be boachiro off on a fe no ba. Ntu bonsa striker no din anymore. He is occupied by 2 players, making it difficult so Obama na obetim the ball na bibi. Ebu also bonsa amoma movie. Amwa movie no. Na fimfu of original ball no di twa omo. Nom the ball na ta omo. No mo struggle so be batum e di amomo. To a brown no my offside. But the bottom line is Kotoko still have creativity issue in their middle. And a WALID buy. WALID. You ain't it yet. Bo fefeno ye jitum. Unimbo. Clearly, your first game. Obia beja tumza sema yakasa we skillful no. Enyantro, you are skillful. But many a tienye. Yakasa player is skillful. As I said, born what boy you know, pass Nicosu be so and a bakubi. We will say later. Oba bench one on the technical team knows how I'm more casa. Mukari born out from midfield. Anybody drew opponent in a half. All you needed to do was give a decent pass. Not strike an inbound to atom. Oba any intercept here. And the bench was not happy. Get it simple. Football is about getting the simple things right. Sometimes when I'm found you most opponent to recover. Tinanse steady coaches near say more skillful players. And yes, sir, coaches want efficiency, they want quick transition. And a skillful player, no better to back what you know as I pass it. Well, I bet you know what you back on and watch me and son. Not defender no about occupy space to about to see. Clearly, you are comfortable on the ball, WALID. I won't take that away from you. Your ball control is top notch. Your body movement excellent. But as I say, we baby, ain't funny baby. And we say, "Koto striker, ni must strike a bash." And now I'm fan one massa. And then I catch any woman, eh, dear, young boy and some mound in a barne. But the young boy and some matimo, I dear need ye babano, and no cotot in Manuamba. It's your first game, I won't be hard on you. But the point I'm trying to make is that the Kotoko midfield is not doing enough supplies for the attack. And at the same time, Sunny Abu or born it me could defenders in honor. I ask myself questions. Na then a cost. The midfield of Kotoko needs Cosito, Juma or Finfin ho. A Juma or ho. The entire make us any say. So shall Kotoko boa. A quack say. Nipa ubet me a genedi. Say, yam pringe bomb matimno, a double. Kakrabet me akwama kwa you said. But what you see the Kotoko players doing that they occupy spaces. but they are not really tackling opponents. About me, I will say a board the back so. Maybe a fin nipa be num, both are moaba. Na Philip Alberta mo aswaba. No became fin for me and sano. I may be on my num, so you see them occupying spaces. But before you realize, not pass me, you your moon fin, so I num in a your moon and not born up two defenders for no. And that is a problem. It's either more pressing. I'm an opponent need to be passing back. And as a more form a solid middle block. Middle block near say, yes, say a ye. Ebi a man marking knuckles, ain't a bed in so about bar fire and your defense. Either say a bow send your wound to me, and I am bow so the Janana Fabra, but so bet try out on wound to me, and the Kotoko midfield is not really doing that defensively. They are not blocking enough for me, and they are not pressing enough for me. So, defensively, I have issues, and offensively, I also have issues. The coach, because most of the time, so I got Kobo now as attackers, no, they are just there. At a point near again, say a Kwame Poku problem. Though na flip ball na Kwame Poku a na kwa na abade. But I said, and me nko. As a coach, she wants some knocker. Never knew my sister. All in all, the total play of the Kotoko team is improving. As a way, Jenny Obama, we know Eba and Oba and Odie Eba, but it's not reflecting our chance creation, which is another problem. Now let's address some more free bench by. Is Kotoko having a strong bench for Africa and for the league? I think so. So our seas were bench. Who was Zakaria? And Hamzat unable to. He said, Lord, I'm one is Shaibu Abba. You have to come and battle with the center backs. Or part of Francis Aqua. Tinedu showing promise from the bench. Ubejau covering spaces. Walid send him a kind first game, I'm okay. And I believe you get to the Obeba. Ama enye keke enye nada ho keke. But efe. Ade fan waka. Walid born efe. But I can't say you do anymore. You Kwame Poku free bench. But Inusa came from the bench. Katini hit a wonderful strike. Don't forget, say Peter Aqua is injured. He will come back. Johnson upon well, sign it's young to us. And so check your mana. It looks like the bench to some extent it is a bit strong, kakra, for things to happen. But the general confidence around the team, confidence a what team no see a bobo we me chitafo nya akukudro say ye team na ye ne die ye ni bi. You don't get that feeling say team na ye team ni nye ye. On see a team bit me bobo is sky team no. Me man be na watch me nu a obien koda. But when I watch the Kotoko team, it will be difficult for me to say me more bosome. I still think Kotoko will probably be having preseason in the middle of the season. And one say yeah, Kotoko best starting match. Aka 1 week po. Preseason in a aka 1 week. The problems here winning in ano. And also Kotoko Kaiser Chiefs. Kotoko and go. Kotoko against Gold Stars was a 1 goal. Against Lions 1 goal. Against Hearts 1 goal. Against a year Gold Stars no share 1. And then 1 goal. In 6 matches, team na 2 goals. In 6 matches. Preseason. And the summary of that is enough for you to know the problems the team is facing. And Adjuma with team no the team is not there yet. The team is not there yet. Adjuma with team no. Now I won't say it's going to be a long season because one thing is clear. It's a team about now who mistakes are. It means the coach will go to the bench and other days and try to fix it. Oh, I saw a corner. Okay, so obesi are no crime. Until that gives you some form of confidence. Oh, I could see no crime and your mark. But all in all, and then for instance, I can pardon them. Say, a do we send and now Gold Stars for no. one more banner and sorry, Mr. Gold Stars. ASHGOLD for no born geground na ebi anakotoko players na twetwe omo nan kakra. We can pardon them for that. I won't talk about the pitch because ebi abeduru brekum na pitch na obo ase de na ye che brekum de no. But what you say? Ebi abekọ kwara no. Ombe pitch in such a way say be favor or in favor. Until you cannot really start having issues of pitches when we know in Ghana say pitch be a brown so you may able to ball league. So if you want to do well in the league and do well in Africa, you need to be starting kind of pitch and a pitch and a pitch. You have to deliver. But the bottom line is, Coach Karim Zito where Jumaye when the team no in team Nindruye. Is it enough to play against Chelsea? You have no other option. Chelsea near many day enemy. That's all kobo. Kwara near 2 weeks. That's all kobo. So we just hope and wish for the hope for the best. But the general confidence around the play of the team, the style, how they dictate the game, question marks near Juma. Maybe in time and in due course, it will be fixed so that any better. But for now, the KOTOKO team is still not there yet, and out of their preseason, they still have a lot to do. And that is my view. 0-0. Maybe it can also be a wake-up result. Banka ASHGOLD from Bekwa Youth Academy, so more players that are enokre. But as a senka, we know man be 2, man be 3. Now the general confidence be then. Abe share chita for them. But Drew baby also confidence need to modern money a bit deceiving. So let's see how things will go in the coming days. But Coach Zito have a lot of work to do with his team. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.